Hello, you beautiful lot. So today we're going to have a look in a couple of clear quartz pieces that I have, and I call these my working crystals. Well, this one certainly is. This one's just an interesting piece that I have. Let me just get you my other piece that I work with, but we're not going to gaze into her. So she's my female quartz. You can see she's sort of a milky color. She's done a lot of hard work. We call this the female because she does a lot of hard work. No offense, males, because we know you work hard as well. But her work kind of comes from within. Yeah, the male work is that the outer work, the like the wave the magic wand in a way. Yeah, that's kind of what we're seeing these. This is inner power and outer power. So this does all the inner stuff, and this kind of activates the outer stuff. That's the way I look at them anyway. Some people may differ, but that's how I work with them. So I use these as sort of the let's shuffle things up inside. Sorry, I keep wibbling the camera. It's this tripod. Let me just weight it down with my piece of, look at this, stunning. It's a big paperweight. I've got two of those. So I'm just going to weight my phone thing down, tripod, whatever you call it. It's a wobbly one. So I use these as my working crystals, and and they'll lay various different crystals on a person's body, and then I will use these to activate and get them to work. Really difficult to explain, but the explanation will come in my crystal course, which is to be launched around February, I would assume, February or March. We're doing things in order, so get ready, everybody, get ready. But yeah, this is absolutely stunning. I love these pieces. There's such power in them, but they're so well used. I use these on every single treatment. So they're so well used and full of my energy and just stunning. Stunning pieces. So I work with this one a lot. This one here I bought, I just felt really drawn to it. Really drawn to it. It's not the prettiest piece, it's raw, it's quite a raw, there's a raw edge to it, but for me it just feels like a portal. When I look into it, I feel like I'm inside peering at a different scene. I can't explain. So I'm hoping that when we sort of zoom in, you will see what I mean by that. I've just seen a Christ-like figure here. My goodness, I've never noticed that before. Never noticed that before. I don't know if you can see from whatever angle you are, but there is a Christ-like figure, and it's almost like it's from there to there, there to there. I don't know if you can see it in the background there. But I can see the faces, so hopefully, or the face, and it's sort of looking this way. Hopefully you'll be able to see when we zoom in. I'm just really interested to see what you see, because honestly, some of your comments on the other crystal scrying videos are just amazing. But this one I see as a portal to another location. Where that location is, who knows, but I feel like I'm standing inside looking out, and you can see you've got like there's some green inside this crystal. That's not on the outside, that's actually on the inside, and it feeds through. So I don't know if where this was found, dug up, whether there was any other crystals found and there's something merged in here as well. I just found it really interesting, this piece, interesting. I also was drawn in with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 facets to it. Look at that. I see a witch's broom there. The top of a witch's broom spread out. Right, so let's pop her. I've said her. It's a him. I wonder what energy is in there as well. Those things that roll off the tongue. I find that, you know, they're autonomic, aren't they? They're automatic. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Do we have female energy in here as well because of this part here? Is that what happens? I wonder. But just the sheer fact that rolled off the tongue automatically, I'm thinking, you know, what does that mean? What does that mean? Right, are you ready to zoom in? We'll zoom in like this and then we'll switch the light out. And we will have a little look in this wonderful crystal. Obviously, you can see the candle behind moving. I just think that brings extra dimension. It brings other dimensions to the crystal up. So I'm just trying to find a position that would be similar to yours. It's difficult. My chair needs to be higher, I think. I just don't feel like I'm sitting at the right angle. I wonder if I can make this go up. Let me pause. Yes, I've raised the chair up, so I think I'm around the same sort of angle now. Is the microphone on? Yes, it is. Right, let's eyes down, look in. I'll see you on the flip side. Let's pause. Well, at the moment, I'm back, by the way. At the moment, I just feel very drawn to the figure, not the Christ-like figure that I saw a little while ago, but I see this is hair flicked back, going down, flicked back, but a bad drawing again. That's the way I'm looking at this. That's the way it's making me feel. Almost like I think it was in Celestial, in the video, the last video I did, Celestial, with the clear quartz sphere, where I felt like they were, I don't know, Aztec. I think it was, I heard Aztec, or it made me feel like they were Aztec designs, almost not hieroglyphs, but something like it, you know. Is it Mayans? And you know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a different race of some sort. That's how it's making me feel. And it's like adjacent world, maybe. That's kind of the message I'm getting in this piece at the moment, at this angle. I'm going to turn it a little bit, because I could film this again next week at exactly the same angle and can get something completely different. Let's turn it and see what we get at this angle. Wow, that changes it, doesn't it? That Christ-like figure I saw, I can't see anymore. Now, what I'm seeing here straight away, I mean, this is taking me to a picture. It looks like a picture of some sort, and I'm sure there's a rock, a rock. I don't think it's a mountain. I think it's a massive rock, and it looks like in the shape of an elephant, like an elephant's trunk. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's Singapore, Hong Kong, somewhere. I'm sure if you Google elephant shaped rock, you'll find it. That's the immediate thought that came to my head. Now, I don't know the relevance of that at all, whether the trunk falls off, who knows. But it's fascinating nonetheless to go and look at that rock, like go and find it on Google or something. But I know it exists. 100%, I know it exists. So go and have a look at that. Find out where that is. What 1010, as I said that. 111, as I said that. There's something about that rock. Now, I don't know what that is. I've got no idea what that is. When am I reading this? What's the date? Oh, it's the 1st of December today. The 1st of December 2025. Well, we're nearly at the end of it now. It's about 10 o'clock at night. So I don't know why, but that's immediately what I see. And I'm pretty sure all of you will see that as well. So that's what I'm getting from this one. I'm also getting the word dimensions. Dimensions. I'm getting the word dimensions from this angle of the crystal. I don't feel like I want to pause at the moment. I mean, feel free to pause. I'm getting really, really hot. But it's nighttime for me, so it might be a hot flush. It really might. 1111, as I said, it probably is. So ignore that. And I think the angels were agreeing with me. I think what I'm having right now is a hot flush, ladies and gentlemen. But that does happen when I'm doing readings and things as well, when I'm sort of getting the energy going. So who knows? It could be a bit of both, but I'm very hot now. Very hot. So do feel free to pause. Please do, actually. Please pause, because I love to hear all your comments. Right, it's morphing for me now. 1 minute. It's morphing for me now. Yeah, what we're seeing now, it's morphing. I feel like I'm standing in on a decking, on a veranda, on something, and there's like a wooden slanted canopy over me. So I might be on a porch, I might be on a veranda, and I'm looking out. I just feel like this is a scene somewhere else in another location. I can see the leaves on the trees so detailed, the sun coming through the trees from the view I have in front of me. These trees are very close to me. So here I am, sort of sitting here, let's say back here. This is the canopy above me. This is wood, but look, it's fine wood, it's thin wood, you could see through it. So this could be, I don't know, the word Costa Rica just came in my head for some reason, but it might not be. But I just feel like I'm in another location. This is a portal, and I feel like this merges, this moves, this there's dimensions, there's dimensions, it moves. It's crazy what I'm seeing here or feeling here. But right now I feel like I'm underneath a canopy, which is sort of, it's wood of some sort, but very thin wood. I don't know what you call it, but very thin wood. And I'm underneath, looking out at all this beautiful scenery, beautiful sun. I feel like it's either sunrise or no, it's not. I think it's sunset. It feels like sunset. Just a really nice scene. Wholesome. Feels wholesome. But definitely something about Elephant Rock there as well. Elephant Rock. I'd love to know where that is. I need to write that down. Elephant Rock. Just so I can look that up for my own interest, really. I think we're just going to be doing the one crystal tonight, guys. Because it is 10 o'clock and we're already 15 minutes in, and we've only done two turns. I think 2 more turns. That'll give us, take us to half an hour, and I think that's plenty, isn't it? But do let me know if you want them longer, and I will do the other crystal as well. We'll see how it goes. Let's oh, we haven't even done it with the light out, have we? Yeah, let's turn the light out first. See what that comes up as. Let's have a look at that. It gives a different dimension that you wouldn't think, doesn't it? You'd think it would glow more, like you'd see the candlelight more behind it, but it actually makes it appear clearer. But then you can see what I was talking about more there. So obviously, I know it's the facets of the crystal. Of course I do. But it's what it makes my mind think, you know. And here's a tree. I mean, is it the same scene, but in a different season? That's how it makes me feel as well. The same scene in a different season. I do feel like, yes, I still see Elephant Rock, but here now I see someone. I see someone. And I don't know if it's Egyptian, sort of pharaoh-like. I feel like this person here has a headdress on. Yeah, this part here is the headdress. I'm sorry, my hand's wobbly. And then the face is in the center and very chiseled cheeks. I wonder if I can zoom in a bit more. Yes, I can. Let me just go up a bit. There we are. Can you see now? Here's the face. You see the very strong eyebrows, very strong cheeks, jawline, and then some sort of jewels that I think these are. 1, 2, 3, 4 jewels going up on the top of his head, and then the headdress coming down from it either side. That's what I see there. Hello. Hello. It feels masculine. This energy inside here at the moment feels masculine. I also see a horse, this zoomed in. Where's my pen? Here it is. This is the horse's face, head, snout. I don't know what you call it. I've forgotten what you call this bit. Someone did tell me. I feel we have a horse in here as well. Let's just zoom out a little bit more. Look at that though. Stunning, isn't it? Now I think that's in one more. There. Yes, it brings a different dimension to it, I think. Definitely brings a different dimension to it. Stunning. Elephant Rock is not so pronounced. Well, it is. It depends what I concentrate on. If I look at Elephant Rock projects out to me. If I look at the person in there, the energy in there, then that jumps out and Elephant Rock jumps back, goes back. But it does feel other world, like other location. What's the message there, I wonder? I also feel like this indicates something here. This is like a little pyramid of some sort, or a little stand, or a little altar, an offering table. I don't know. Stunning. Let's just turn it back to the first position because we didn't do that with the light on off, did we? It's about there, wasn't it? really don't know how this one makes me feel, you know. I'm not even sure this one's still. I feel like it's in motion. This is just how it makes me feel. I don't feel like I can hone in on anything because I feel like it's in motion, this angle. What do you see? Are any of you doing this at home as well with your own crystals? Has it inspired you to look at your own? Has it inspired you to go and buy a piece? You don't have to spend lots of money on a piece. It's about connecting. Now we're morphing. So now I fit 111 as I said that. First I thought we were in motion, and we may well have been. We have now morphed into, I feel like now I'm looking out to the ocean. I feel very peaceful. I feel like it's moonlight. I feel like it's nighttime moonlight. I feel like this is the moon shining on the ocean. This is the reflection shining on the ocean. Where the ocean is, I don't know. Very calm. You can see it's calm. I feel like it is a sea. It is a vast bed of water. I suppose it could be a river, but I feel like it's a large bed of water, a large area of water. The horizon is back here, and that's why I think it's nighttime. But that's the scene I'm taken to. But then I'm also feeling that this part here is under the water. This is the water's surface. So where, in relation to that, are we? Where is this portal? In the sea? Is this the Bermuda Triangle? Is that what I'm seeing? Is this a portal to the Bermuda Triangle this way? I know, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's energy. It's all about energy. This feels like it's moving down here. These bits look like they were moving. There's like little red pieces within inside this crystal. Keep looking. Do they look like they're moving to you as we're looking at them, as I'm speaking? Things inside moving? Am I seeing things? So I'm not paused at the, obviously I'm talking, but I feel like there's life in there. I feel like that's underwater. We're actually seeing underwater, and that's how calm and still this water is, because there's hardly any movement, but there is movement. That's amazing. Does anybody else feel like that? Does anyone else feel that? That half of this is underwater and half of it's on top? I honestly feel like this crystal is a portal. Whether all crystals are portals, who knows? You know, there might be port keys. But I truly believe this is a portal, a vision of a portal elsewhere. It's getting completely sucked in here. Right, so we've done this side, and we've already done this side because we went back to that first one, didn't we? So let's turn it around to the back, or sort of this angle, I think, because then we can finish on the other angle. That's weird, isn't it? That is weird. That's a completely different portal. Yet again, I feel like it's another portal, you know. Another exit, entrance, whatever way you're looking at it. But this one is completely different. It's a huge opening. Huge opening. Where is that? Now, as soon as I said that, I heard sun portal. Sun portal. As soon as I said, where is that? I heard sun portal. I believe there's little pockets or shards, areas around the worlds, the universe, the multiverse, or whatever, where you could flip into another, I don't know, an alternate reality or another dimension or another world or another location on this world. I think there's portals everywhere. That's what I think. That's what I think. Do we know where they are? No. Maybe some people do. Maybe some people don't. I feel like this crystal is showing us that. And I think this is a sun portal it's showing us now from this angle. Stunning. Now, are we underwater looking up? Or are we somewhere else? Because we're morphing. I'm morphing again now. It's morphing into something else for me. It's I mean, does it move for you as you look at it? Does it move? I don't know about you, but this bit here just feels like it's growing. This darker patch here. So you've got this real bright patch. And then you've got this darker patch. I keep feeling like this darker patch is lifting up and up and up. The more I look at it, the more it moves. Or it changes. The definition of it changes a little bit. And I can't work out if I'm underwater or not. Now the song that's on She Who Must Not Be Named behind me is Rise Up. And now rise up. So does that mean rise up from underneath the water to this portal or rise up into the clouds for this portal? I really don't know. Or is it both? Holy moly, I've just got the vision of a soul coming out of the water. And I came back to find you again. Wow. It's like the start, the creation. Where you come back again is the fool's journey, where you land on this universe. That's what the portals are, where the souls land as their energy on the universe, and then they go into the babies, the animals, the plants. You know, what have you come back as this time? What energy is it? Doesn't that sound weird? Yeah. Late night scrying with Claire. She goes balmy. Right, let's put the light on and have a look at it that way. I am enjoying these scrying sessions though, I really am. Doesn't it give a completely different definition there when you see the bottom of it, the different colours in the bottom? They're all inside the crystal. None of that is outside the crystal, it's all inside. Right, let's zoom in a little bit here, shall we? Have a little look. Can't see all of it, can we? There we are. See, this makes me feel even more different now. Because now I feel like I've arrived at this portal, wherever that sun portal went. Now I feel like I'm there. I'm just seeing if it morphs into anything else. Yeah, the vibe that I'm getting from this one, or this with the light on, is red rocks. Red rocks. So I'm inside a cave here. Yeah, coming over this path here. Inside a cave. This is all inside a cave. And then you've got this like red rock. You know, it's the only way I can describe it. Red rock. Here, all along here, and then here is the exit. This is the outside, but it looks sort of desert like. That's how I'm feeling. There is greenery because this is a green spindly tree of some sort, so there is greenery, but it's desert like. It's very dry land. And then this is all red rock again. So cave entrances, yes, of course, some of those can be portals. Of course they are. They're veils. They're ways into different dimensions, but they don't, you know, it doesn't look like anything. You could look and think, oh look, there's an entrance to a cave or something, you know, there's a hole in the rock. To anyone else, it'd be like, oh, it's just there's a hole in the rock, you know, an entrance in the rock. You know, these things happen, they're naturally formed. But this is a portal. This is a portal. This is an entrance to another place, another location. That's what it makes me feel like. It's fascinating. I just find it absolutely fascinating. And I hope you're doing this with your crystals at home, letting them take you on a journey. Great for meditation. You know, I might sit with this one after I've turned the camera off and just sit looking through this angle and then go off and meditate and walk out. See myself walking out of this cave. And that's what I encourage you all to do. You know, I feel like this is an indication of where journeys start again, you know. New journeys start again. Whenever you're going anywhere new, it's a new journey, isn't it? It's a fresh beginning. Nobody knows you. You don't know anybody. Fresh start. Learn from all your mistakes, previous mistakes where people know you. Fresh start. Each turn is in a different avenue. Right, let's do one final turn. Right, that's the final turn. We'll have a look at this angle and then we'll turn the light off again. Immediately I feel like I'm underwater again, most of it. Most of this portal, this angle, this wherever this portal is, half is underwater and maybe a quarter of it is on top, on surface, above surface. So I'm seeing as this is underwater. And this is above surface, and this part of the portal above surface. I see this is a reflection of a cloud on the water. You can see it's clear skies there. Trying to see if I can see any other reflection as to what could be above. And now my eyes are being drawn to, is it a statue? I think surface level, there is the head. This is a female, I think. I think it's a petrified female, actually. I don't even know if it's known, discovered, or what. But I think maybe there could be a statue discovered underwater of a female figure. What it came off, I don't know. Whether it came off the front of a ship that sank, whether it's part of underwater things that they find all the time and try and fob us off with something, and it's probably, I don't know, parts of Atlantis from when it was sunk, you know. I don't know. But I see, and it looks like this person has something in her hand. So whether she was a pioneer, what is a pioneer? Because that's the word that just came in my head. I don't know. She's a strong feminine figure fighting for a cause, and was silenced in some sort of way. But whether this is her petrified or statues were erected of her, and this is not something in our history that I'm aware of. I don't know. But maybe there is a monument of a statue found. But the head has always been in plain sight. This head is above water, or maybe not always. Maybe the water level has decreased and now it's become in plain sight, and it's been recognized to be resemble a face, the figure of a face, and then when they've scanned or looked underwater they can see it is actually the head of a statue of some sort. I've now been drawn to something on her back, and I don't know if that's some sort of weapon. You know, is she some sort of warrior or a fighter? It's like she's standing up for something, and was silenced and in some way. That's how I feel. That was a nice flicker then, wasn't it? It's because I blew. I just done a deep breath. I felt like I needed to, and it obviously blew the candle, but it made the picture nice as well. Get lost in these crystals, can't you? 40 minutes. 40 minutes on one crystal. I'm definitely not doing the other one. We've just got to turn the light off in this position and we are done. We are done. Do let me know if you do enjoy these videos. Right. Oh, look, she's still there. Can you still see her? She is still there. Is she the guardian of this portal? Is she the guardian of the crystal? There could be a couple, you know. I said there was a male and a female in here, didn't I? Right at the start. And I think the first entity, figure, person with the headdress on, that was the masculine energy with the very chiseled eyebrows, chiseled cheeks, chiseled jaw, but it was only the head that I saw. But, oh, that rhymed. But maybe they're both found together in some sort of way. I don't know. I don't feel like they're from the same era, maybe not even from the same location, actually. I don't feel that. But I do feel like there is a male energy in this card. Where did that come from? In this crystal, and a feminine energy in this crystal. And this is the feminine energy here. However, this feminine energy is extremely strong. Extremely strong. But I feel there is a real femininity about her. She's really given me the strength card feeling, you know, the strength card feeling where it's temperance. Temperance is in the strength card, taming the lion. Interesting. Really interesting. I knew I got this crystal for a reason. There's just something about it. This is a mix of masculine and feminine energy, and I do believe we have a masculine and feminine energy within this crystal as the crystal master, or the crystal diva, or the crystal keeper, whatever you want to call it. We have both in here. I don't know what you will get. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about this, whether anything made you tingle, whether anything resonates with you. But I definitely feel there's a masculine and feminine energy. I hope you both saw, you both, I hope there's more than two people watching. I hope you saw both what I was trying to point out to you. I'd love to know what you saw. I felt like there was lots of portals, and we were looking at different locations, different scenes. Who knows? We could do it again and see something completely different next time. But I just found that incredibly enlightening. I just loved that. I loved doing that with that crystal. So please let me know in the comments what you saw. Please let me know if you enjoy this. Please let me know if you do this with your own crystals, or if you're going to. I highly recommend that you do, and see what you see, because it is fascinating. I sit in my summer house of an evening sometimes, and I might be sat at a different angle than what I usually am, and I look over at a certain crystal or whatever, and I'll always see something different, and it'll always be something relevant to what I need to hear, what I'm thinking, or you know, it's their energy at the end of the day. Your crystals are energy as well, and this is, you know, this has been in my summer house since my summer house has been here, and before, when I used to do my treatments in my house before I built my summer house. So this energy has been with me a long time. My other one that we will look into is my male working crystal. This is the one I actually work with, and you can see he's been hard at work. He'll be out on the next full moon. My working crystals actually go outside. Others are white. I mean, I can't put all my crystals outside. My goodness, got far too many. So I will just open the blinds in my summer house, so that the moonlight can pour in and all of that sort of stuff. You can't do that in the sunshine, because you could set it on fire with your crystal balls. It magnifies it, doesn't it? So you can't do it. But yeah, my working crystals go out in the moonlight, definitely, just so they can re-energize for sure. Do let me know what you all saw. I'm so intrigued to hear in the comments, and thank you so much for joining. Hello to all the new subscribers. Welcome to my OGs as usual. I love you all dearly. You're so supportive of me, and thank you so much. And I will see you all soon. Much love.